So about 5 months ago during this pullback, I told you guys exactly where Apple stock was headed. Take a listen. If Apple can break back above 196, then look for a move to 205. With that said, once this market turns around, I'm looking for Apple to get back to all-time highs at 255. So looking at the current chart, this is why you should consider subscribing to the channel, because there's no one else on YouTube that is giving away these type of information for free. Now, yesterday I told you guys that if Nvidia could stay above support at 175 and break above this trend line, then look for a run to 180. And if the stock could get above 180, then look for a run to 183. Take a listen. So current support for Nvidia is going to be at 175. If the stock can stay above this level and break above this trend line, then look for a 1% run to 180. And if buyers can push the stock above 180, then look for a further run to 183. Guys, when it comes to technical analysis, this is one of the best channels to watch on YouTube. Now, if you're currently wondering why Nvidia stock is surging today, it's because the company plans to invest over $100 billion into OpenAI. Take a listen.
Thank you. I am here at NVIDIA headquarters in Santa Clara with the CEO of the world's most valuable company and the CEO and president of the world's most valuable private company, Jensen Huang of NVIDIA, Sam Altman, and Greg Brockman of OpenAI. So let's dive right in to the news. Jensen, NVIDIA is making a $100 billion investment in OpenAI and working together to build out, I think you're saying 10 gigawatts of capacity over several years. The investment's going to come with the gigawatts, one at a time. You're telling me, you guys, as quickly as you guys can get it done. Jensen, first of all, set the stage. Why?
This is the biggest AI infrastructure project in history. This is the largest computing project in history. Well, the reason for that is because computing demand is going through the roof for OpenAI. You know, ChatGPT is the single most revolutionary AI project in history. It's being used everywhere, every industry, every country. Every person practically that I know uses ChatGPT. The computing demand is going through the roof. And so this partnership is about building an AI infrastructure that enables AI to go from the labs into the world. This is about the AI industrial revolution arriving. Yeah. It's a very big deal.
$100 billion, a lot of money. Sam, Greg, you guys are used to dealing with a lot of money in big projects. So Sam, I think it was just 8 months and a day ago, the initial Stargate announcement talking about the overall move that OpenAI is making in building out this capacity. Where does this fit?
So as Jensen said, building this infrastructure is critical to everything we want to do. Without doing this, we cannot deliver the services people want. We can't keep making better models. And now that we really see what's on the near-term horizon of how good the models are getting, the new use cases that are being enabled, what people want to do, this is like the fuel that we need to drive improvement, to drive better models, to drive revenue, everything. So this is helping us get to a world, along with our partners at Stargate, Microsoft, Oracle, where we can build out increasing amounts of infrastructure to deliver on what the world is demanding out of these services. There's like no partner but NVIDIA that could do this at this kind of scale, at this kind of speed. It's really like quite incredible. But this will expand on the Stargate ambitions and let us push further and further. We have found every step along the way that we did not quite set our sights big enough, given the market demand. So this will help us push towards that next level. The compute constraints that the whole industry has been, and our company in particular, have been terrible. We're so limited right now in the services we can offer. There's so much more demand than what we can do. And as we look forward another year or 2 years, if you have, let's say it takes 10 gigawatts of compute or 5 gigawatts of compute, you could choose one of two things. You could choose to cure cancer by having AI do a bunch of research, or you could choose to offer free education to everybody on Earth. No one wants to make that choice. And so increasingly as we see this, the answer is just much more capacity so that we can serve the massive needs and opportunity with this.
Greg, one way of measuring that demand is the number of users that OpenAI has. ChatGPT says somewhere between 700 and 800 million. How quickly are you growing? What's the technology that you guys need to bring to bear, from NVIDIA included, in order to satisfy that?
Yeah, so 700 million, growing extremely quickly. Like, I think that ChatGPT has grown from nothing to that scale, and it continues to grow faster than any product in history. And really, the reason we were able to make this breakthrough and serve it to the extent that we have is by leveraging NVIDIA's platform. Like, we've worked together very closely since Jensen actually hand-delivered a server to us back in 2016. And we were just doing some math earlier. I think that this deal is really for like 1 billion times more computational power than that initial server. And so we're able to actually create new breakthroughs, new models, to be able to actually solve problems like create cures for diseases, and to actually be able to empower every individual in business, because we'll be able to reach the next level of scale.
Now, going into the rest of the video, I have some important levels for you guys to watch on Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDA, and AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Let's go ahead and begin with Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDA. So currently Nvidia is running into resistance at 183. If the stock cannot get above this level, then I want you guys to look for a 2% pullback down to 180. And if 180 failed to hold as support, then look for a pullback to 175. Should 175 fail to hold as support, then look for a further pullback down to 172. And from current price, we're looking at a decline of 6%. Now to the upside, if Nvidia can break and stay above 183, then I want you guys to look for a quick 1% run to 186. And if Nvidia can break above 186, then we're looking at a run to 191. Above 191, the bull's next target is going to be at 195. And from current price, we're looking at a return of over 6%. The next stock is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. So currently AMD is running into resistance at 160. If the stock cannot get above this level, then I want you guys to look for a 5% pullback to 151. And if 151 failed to hold as support, then look for a further pullback down to 146. And from current price, we're looking at a decline of 8%. Now to the upside, if AMD can break and stay above 160, then I want you guys to look for a 8% run to 172. And if the bulls can push the stock above 172, then look for a run to 184. Overall, my price target for AMD remains at $200 per share. And from current price, we're looking at a return of over 25%. All right, guys, if you like today's video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. And if you're currently watching and you're not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.